patient. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
How's it, guys? Back for the final of the 7, the USS Enterpris Ncc 1701E. She is quite a beautiful ship. The 1701, if I remember right, was used in Insurrection, Nemesis, First Contact. Beautiful, sleek looking ship. Quite a few parts to this one. Very similar build to the bigger scale which the ship comes in. Two halves for the engineering hull, your deflector dish section, your warp nacelles, back of the saucer area, bottom of the engineering hull with your warp nacelle pylons, and then of course 2 parts for the bridge. Now once again, this one's got writing on here, but because it sits right here where the engineering hull goes, this piece goes in there as far as I can see, like that. There's no chance of it shining through, so you don't have to worry about sanding that one off at all. There are lots and lots of windows on this one, so on this one I'm more than likely going to have to paint in every little window. I haven't looked at the decals just to check, but I believe that's what I'm going to have to do on this one, like I did with the C. Unfortunately, I didn't enjoy that. The nice thing is, because most of the windows are molded into place, you'll be able to, with a very small drill bit, you'll be able to drill them out if you wanted to and light this model. The only downside is you'd have to figure out a way to put your wiring up into the warp nacelles, because it's one solid piece there, not 2 pieces. But it is doable if you wanted to light this model. I'm not going to light this particular one like I did with all the others. Anyway guys, that's it for now. When I come back in a few seconds, we'll start putting the ship together. So, be back now. Okay guys, here's all the parts. The only thing I want to show out and show you is, if anybody's got the same kit, let me know in the comments if you've got the same problem with the instructions. On the top here it shows you how to put those 2 together and to apply it onto there. On the part 2 it shows you everything printed over each other. You've got this warp nacelle, which is the same as this one here. That is now printed over this writing, and it's all over the place. There's some writing over there going over the ship. That piece is all over top of each other. So if you guys have got the same problem as this with this decal, just let me know in the comment, because I'll be curious to see if this is one mistake or if they've all been done like this. So it makes it a little bit difficult to figure out what is what over here. But anyway guys, not so serious. We should be able to figure it out. So let's get down to building the first part. Okay, they show that the warp nacelles need to be glued with this section first. Now I just want to see if it's because this has to go on first, or how this has to work, and I can't seem to figure it out at the moment. You don't seem to want to fit. Okay guys, it shows that these have to go on first like that, but I'm first going to quickly figure out why it's not fitting, and then I'll be back when I start assembling it once I sorted it out. Be back now. Okay guys, I figured it out. This, unfortunately, on this particular model, the warp nacelles have to go over this. It's not just a matter of clipping on. So like the other kits which I built, where I built the engineering hole, the saucer section in, and then built everything at the end once all the decaling is done. This one, unfortunately, I have to put the inner part on first, because this has to slide onto here at an angle like that, and only once that is in place can I put on the outside one. If I put those together and I try to put it on, then these will be in the way. I could possibly cut them off, cut them even, and then just drop it on, but that will weaken it, and I decided this ship is sleek enough that I should be able to do all the decals without having any problems. So let's quickly lay some glue down, and we can get the first part of the Enterprise E laid. In a way, you could almost say I'm laying the keel on my ship. Okay guys, there we go, the first part is down. Now for the final part. Okay, now I've got to get the pins lined up. And there we go. There we go guys, that is the first half of the warp nacelle section. Okay, similar to save time, I'm not going to do the other warp nacelle while I'm on camera. I'll do that off camera, so I'll be back now. Okay guys, these are some of the next parts I need. This goes together, got it now the wrong way around. Those two go together like that, but all the other parts have to go into place before I can do anything else. And that's what you can't see nicely there, is this part must go inside here. So instead of yapping, let me quickly start doing, and we can get this piece of this ship done. glue there for nothing. Oops, and there I go, drop it. Okay. That is that part. Okay, nice thing is you can do one half and then do the other half afterwards. You don't have to do everything at the same time. Okay, that piece must go into there. Just wanted to figure out. Okay, it's got to go on like that. Getting all the glue in the right place is the most important thing. Because you don't want glue in the wrong place. Okay, that's better. Okay guys, I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. When I come back, we'll be doing the other side. Be back now. Okay guys, all that's in place. Now it is a matter of getting this half in place. So that's got to go in there. Okay, so I've got to get glue over here. Like that, and glue in there. Along here. There. There. Okay, so now it's just a matter of putting all of this together. Oops, there I go, drop it. Okay guys, that part is now all together. This part over here must go in there and onto there. Go on like that. Okay. Let's quickly whack the glue on, yes, before it dries too much. And then I can't get this part in. So it's definitely going to get a lot different than all the others combined. The only other ship which I almost completely built was the NX-01. I built everything except for applying the warp nacelles as I did like all the other ships. I applied that last. Damn. Okay guys, and there we go. That's what the E would look like if the saucer could disconnect. I think it would actually look quite nice if the saucer could disconnect. It would look like a spear out of hell. Oops, sorry guys, the camera decided to go cuckoos. Anyway, that's what she looks like now. She's already got the hole at the bottom, so I could put her on a stand. Now the next part shows I must put this one on next, and then finally cap it off with the top part. Okay, so let's see, that's got to go in there and slide in place. So all of this over here must get glue. If you put your hands in the glue, always remember to wipe the glue off. Otherwise, it goes everywhere and you mess your bottle up. Okay, so this must now go into there, and if I can get it to go into place, I believe there we go. Starting to look like the Enterprise E. And finally we got to put that one on top. And then the E is built. Okay. A little glue on the top there. Okay guys, that's all done. Now it's just a matter of applying the top. Okay. Made a mistake over here, so I can just. Okay guys, and there we go. The Enterprise E is completely built. The longest part of building any of these particular ships is not the actual model, it is the decals. This one's got a lot of decals, but I don't think it's as much as the D. I think there's a lot of white plastic that will be not covered with decals. Anyway, that's it guys. There's the Enterprise E all built. Now it is almost time. I'm gonna let it dry, and when I come back it will be applying all the decals that finally gives the ship its life. Be back now. Okay guys, I put on the paint with a toothpick. I just covered the holes up. Then I took the back end of a blade and I carefully scraped it off. I did all the bottom, and then I got impatient with doing the top. Got to about here and I thought, nah, I'm not in the mood to scrape all this paint off, so I used some acrylic thinners, and as you can see it didn't work out quite the way I wanted, and where I had scraped it's made black marks. It did take all the paint off, but it did mess up a little bit. So I still got one or two spots I only noticed now, which I still got to sort out on the top. But hopefully you guys have a better way of doing this than I did. So I have messed up a little bit. It's not that serious, but it's a little bit disappointing when you mess up. Anyway, I'm going to do the bottoms of the ship first with the decals. Then I will, when I'm finished with that, I will go and I'll do the top of the ship. So anyway guys, I just wanted to tell you about that. When I come back I'll start with the decals. Okay guys, this part must go over here. Okay guys, that's the first part. When I come back, we'll be doing the other half. Be back now. Oh, never mind, I'm going to do that off camera. Be back now. Okay guys, the next part's got to go in there. Sorry guys, I went and touched the decal by accident. Okay, quickly sorted that out. Okay, that's the first one down. I believe this is the next one. $58. I'm going to put that in the water and I'll be back now. Okay guys, the next part's got to go over here. Excuse me. There's some black spots I just want to wipe off. Don't know where they came from. Unfortunately, these decals aren't very nice, so I'm trying to figure it out as I go along, because I don't like the way this looks. It just doesn't seem right. This looks a little bit better. Okay guys, I don't know how nicely you can see all of this. Next part must go inside there. And they rub. Tweezers end up in the water. Okay guys, I'm letting that soak. I'll be back now. I'm just going to also check what parts have to go here so I can get them ready. Be back now. Okay, this one looks like it goes over here. Guys, the next part are these three, and they got to go in this area, yeah. So I'll be back now. Okay guys, I'm starting off with the middle one. And instead of cooperating, it wants to mess me around. Guys, the next one will be on this side, and the final one on that side. Okay guys, that's it for now. Just got to see which is the next part, and I'll be back now. Okay guys, what I've done so long is I've put this top piece in. Now I'm going to put the bottom piece in. Guys, I don't know if you how nicely can see that. When I get back, I will be done with the other side. Be back now. Okay guys, I'm doing the next part of the decals on the warp nacelles. Now I seem to have misplaced my paintbrush. Isn't that just nice? Oh, great. That one over to there. Sitting where it's supposed to. Okay guys, that's all in place. Be back now. Okay guys, I'm quickly going to show you the final part of the bottom of the warp nacelles. Not very much to it. Just got to get in the right place. And here we go. That's basically about it. Once you've got it sitting where you want, you're basically done. Okay guys, the bottom of the ship is almost done. It's just the side part of the warp nacelles that's still got to be done, and the front part of the saucer. Be back now. Okay guys, the next part we're going to do is in that area over there. I've got all my parts which I need already cut out and put aside. Okay. What is going to go in that area? So it looks like here somehow. Guys, we're back now. Yeah. Okay guys, sorry about that, I just had some stuff to sort out. Okay guys, that's that part. I'm going to quickly put the next part in and let it soak. Oops, I'll be back now. Okay guys, the next part we're going to do is in front here. Just if you want to see exactly how this must go. Okay, it looks like that way. In approximately there. Yep. Quite as nice as I hoped it would come off. Okay guys, that's the next part. When I come back, I'll do one of these and one of the outer rim edges, and I'll do the other side off camera. Be back now. Okay guys, the next part comes on here. Pick it up and hold it up. There we go, that should be fine. When you want it to move, you don't want to move. When you don't want it to move, it moves. Okay, when I come back, I'll be putting this part on. Be back now. Okay guys, now we're going to do the edge of the saucer. This one is going to be a bit tricky because I've got to grab it here and try to pull it out. So it lays down where I need it to lay. At least it's on the ship and not on the board. Okay. Now I just got to get this to move. And I picked up some unwanted stuff. Oops, moved a little bit too much. Okay guys, here's it so far. When I come back, the rest of this also will be done, and then we can start on the next part. Be back now. Okay guys, next part we're going to do is that over this piece here. As you you can see I've already finished the bottom piece of the saucer. It's just there, those two pieces and those two pieces there, then the bottom should be basically done. Okay. Okay guys, that piece is in. When I come back, this piece will be done as well. See you guys now. Okay guys, the next part we're doing is this one over here. This one goes into the small gap over there. Like that. Once again, the opposite side one I will do off camera. Okay guys, there we go, that one is in place. When I come back, the other one will be done. I'm not sure how much still has to be done on the bottom of the ship. I'll check, and when I come back we'll be finishing the bottom of the ship off. I think it is just the sides of the warp nacelles and the top of the ship. And maybe one or two little things on the side, but I don't think there'll be much there. Be back now. Okay guys, there's one more part to put on, and that's the registry number. So let's quickly put that on, and then the bottom of the ship is truly done. Now if I can just find where I put my paintbrush, I will be happy. Ah, I can't believe I've done that again. There it is, hiding away next to the board. Okay, so it shows me it's got to go in. That's a little bit confusing. It's got to go in, yeah. And the stupid thing didn't want to come off the paper. Now I've got to try and get it back into the right shape. Oh, I love it when the stuff doesn't want to move. Okay, there we go, guys. The bottom of the ship is now truly completed. I've now just got to put decal softener on and let it rest, stand for a while so the decals can soften and form to the hull. These parts I will give another light coating just so they can settle better. There, and 3 places on each side here, and here are indentations, so they will take a bit of work to get in. And 2 over there plus the big one in front. Anyway guys, the registration number's done and the whole bottom of the ship is now done. So I'll see you guys now. It will take I'll leave this for about an hour, maybe more, before I start working on it again. So see you guys later. Okay guys, the next part I'm going to start on is the warp nacelle pylons and the decals that's got to go on here. There are quite a few decals that's got to go onto this part. Okay, let me just get this into the right position. It doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. I've got it on the stand, so hopefully it will help me with the positioning of everything. Guys, if you can hear all that singing outside, sorry about that. I don't know where it's coming from. Hopefully the camera's not picking it up. Okay guys, I'm pretty happy with that. When I come back, that side will be done, and then we can put on the next part. Yeah, be back now. Okay guys, the next part I'm going to put on is in this area here. Just got to figure out exactly how it's got to go. Okay, I think I figured it out. Quickly put some water and hopefully I can maneuver it into place. Okay guys, that's another part down. Be back now. Okay guys, the next part must come, I believe it's over there. Yep. Sorry about the ship, it keeps wanting to point in my direction. I have to try to control it. That went pretty much into place. Now I've just got to finish off. Then I'll go straight to the next part because that's already in the water. And hopefully this will maneuver into place pretty quick and easy. And there we go, that's all done. Okay, so that's coming up pretty nicely. When I'm finished with this part, I'll go to the other part. The last piece I've still got to do is the spine of the ship. That's got to get a red stripe. Next part, yeah, goes over there. That is a curved piece, so this one over here must go up here. Just drop that in there. A little bit of water. Okay. Well, there we go guys, that went into position a lot easier. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit there. That went into position easier than I expected. When I come back, I'll be doing the piece down the center of the ship spine over there. Right, let me quickly go put those other two halves on and I'll be back now. Okay guys, now we're going to quickly do the final part down the spine of the ship. That's right. Okay guys, I'm happy with that over there. Now I'm just going to take some toilet paper, and unfortunately I don't have anything better than this, but it works fairly well. And just dab the excess water off. I think the napkins which you get from KFC and those places most probably would work better, because they most probably absorb water without breaking up and falling to pieces. But at least this is working, as long as I don't get too much water on it. Okay guys, that's that section of the ship done. I'm now going to start with the saucer. I don't want to do the warp nacelles because I can touch them without worrying about the decals on the sides over here when I touch it going all funny. I can hold it by the little plastic knob at the bottom. On this little piece here, I can hold that to stop it from swiveling, or I can just grab the warp nacelles and I can move it without touching the parts I've worked on. So the next part I must start is here in the center and work my way out to the outer rim, but that I'm going to quickly sort out all the stuff I need and then I'll be back. See you guys now. Okay guys, the next area I'm going to work in is over there. I believe 16. Once again, I'm only going to work on one half of the ship, and the other half I'll do off camera, otherwise this will take way too long. Okay guys, that one's in place. I must now just see which is the next decal I've got to put on, so I'll be back now. Okay guys, I've got a small decal, there we go, it's got to go onto the front piece here, so this is pretty delicate. There. Go a little bit more forward than I thought. at all. Okay, that one is really small and irritating, and nothing wants to go according to plan, and I accidentally moved one I wasn't supposed to move. Okay guys, that one's in place. I'm now going to check what's next. Be back now. Okay guys, this next one goes onto the back of the ship here. Okay, this one goes on here. That one at least is only one off, so I don't have to do the other one later. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Once I put down the decal softener, it will make everything go into place better. Even though some of the stuff is already forming not too badly, the decal softener will just sort it all out and finish it off. Okay guys, there we go. There's the piece I just put in, and the other two over there. Okay guys, when I come back I'll be doing some more over here. This part of the ship I will do off camera. So, be back now. Okay guys, the next part must come up top here. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, it looks how it's supposed to go, I believe. Yeah. Okay guys, that one's in place. Let me quickly check what's next and I'll be back now. Excuse me guys. Okay, the next part is going to be in front here. Okay guys, that one's done. The next one I need to do is in front of that. I think it's number 2. Let's just see what number 2 is. I seem to have to find it. Okay guys, I'll be back now. Okay guys, I found the part I need. I just put it in the wrong place. This next part goes in front over here. This one should go on pretty easy. It shouldn't take too long to line up. Okay guys, I'm pretty happy with that. Be back now. Okay guys, the next part I'm going to put in here. Okay guys, that piece went in decently. Be back now. Okay guys, the next part I'm going to do is over here. It's not as colorful as that one, it's a bit dull. Okay, that way it seems surprisingly easy. Well, as you guys can see the difference between the two, this is already starting to get a different color compared to that plain white. Okay guys, I'm quickly going to find the next part and I'll be back now. Okay guys, this one must go in there. Okay guys, this is going on pretty well. The next part I've got to put in, so we've got to find, looks like wrong side, no wonder it's not making any sense. It's number 1. I believe that goes on there. I think I might have made a mistake with number 4. What's that number 4? Okay guys, I'll be back now. I think I put that in the right spot. Yeah, it looks like I put it in the right spot. Okay guys, I'll be back now once I've sorted everything out. Be back now. Okay guys, the next part is one of the biggest parts. This must go on over there. So this is not going to be an easy part. Gotta try and do this. Get that came off a little bit easier than I expected. Not quite where I wanted it, but at least it's almost in place. Let's just get the stuff to move. Okay guys, this is more or less in place. It's a little bit out of focus. I've done this piece here. It's a bit out of alignment. I'm just quickly going to sort that out. It's making a little bubble here in the front. I've more or less lined these two pieces up, so I'm just going to trim that with the knife. So be back now. Okay guys, this next part here must go in there. I love it when you put it in place and then it moves a few inches. Okay guys, that's it for now. I'll be coming back with the last piece here, and yeah, then I'll do the other side off camera. Be back now. Okay guys, this is the second last part of the sources section that I've got to put on for now. It's got to go over here. Okay guys, and that one went pretty easily into position. This is the final part on this side of the ship. It's got to go in there. Then I can do the whole of that side and get that finished. Then the last things to do is all the registration numbers and names and all that. That's got to go on. So once I've done that part, I will do the other side of camera, and then when I come back, the entire sources section will be done and ready for registration name and name. So let's quickly grab this piece out of the water. There. Okay guys, that's it. Is the final part. Let me try to position this so you can see nicely. Oh, that's what she looks like now. The decals are definitely making a difference. Anyway guys, when I come back, this side will be done, and then we'll be ready for registration numbers and warp nacelles to be done. So guys, I'll see you now. Okay guys, the entire front section of the ship is done. The engineering hull, the warp nacelle pylons, and the saucer section. What I still have to just do is the registration name and number. For anybody that is going to be building the ship, when you come to the front part over here, you'll see there is a decal number 64. Don't worry about that. That particular decal is marked 00. So when you're looking for 64, just remember to look for 00. And that is the part there. E00 is the decal that says USS Enterprise, that goes on the front of the ship with the registration number. So if you're going through your decals and you're not sure which one that is, that's what it is. Okay, now to put on the first part of the warp nacelles. I'm only going to do one part of each one. Okay. As usual with all of these big parts, they normally don't go into position very easily, so we have to work it into place and line everything up. So that they're in place. Okay, and I just want to put my eyes on so I can get a better view of what I'm doing. Guys, what you're going to want to do is pull this all the way so there's no seam at the top. You must remember on this strip there is a white seam that goes down the middle, so you mustn't make the mistake of filling that seam up as well. And there we go, almost done. Okay guys, that's the first one of that side. The other side over here, which is the same basically as that one, I will not show now. Actually, I will do that one, and then when I come back I will do that one. Be back now. Okay guys, this one went in a little bit tricky, not too bad because of the piece over here. I think they forgot just to cut out a little bit for that, but it wasn't too serious. There we go. Was the right side. Okay, let me quickly get my eyes on, and sorry guys if I get in the way. Needs to go a little bit forward. It's not quite the right spot. It's the only downside to the stuff when it doesn't want to move. Whew. longest part of doing two decals like this next to each other is making sure they line up properly. So when you look at them, they look the same. Even if they are a slight bit different, they must look as even as possible. I'd say it's a skill, just looking at it and lining it up as good as you can by eye, and when you finish with it, saying, I'm happy with that. And there we go, guys. It's looking pretty even. The fun of videoing, trying to get everything in shot. So there we go, guys. If I swing around this way, quickly move it forward, there you can see what she'll look like when they're both done. Now I've just got that side over there to do. So let's quickly put that in. When I come back, that will be done. And then it will be small little decals that will still have to be done. So, let's see you now, guys. Okay, guys. The next part of the ship build up is going to be in that area over there. Just quickly want to make sure exactly where. Okay. According to this, you must come just below this set of windows. There. Okay, now just to quickly maneuver it into position, put some water down just to soften it. Okay, so that one's got to go there, like that. Quickly get the last one out the water. The one that's mislabeled 00 when it's supposed to be 64. Okay. And that one's got to go over there. Okay, guys, there we go, the registration number and the ship's name is finally on. Just dab that down with some decal softener to make it permanent part of the ship. Okay. What I still got to do is these 4 little ones have to go onto the back of the warp nacelles. These 2 here have to go on top of the warp nacelles in front, and those 2 and those 2 must go on the sides of the warp nacelle. Let me zoom out a bit and tilt up a bit. Okay guys, as you can see, the ship is now basically done. As I say, here and on the sides here, I've still got to put decals. The decal softener has been put on the warp nacelles already, so I'm waiting for that to dry first. So once that's done, I'll come back and we can put the final touches on. What I do want to do is I just want to go look at photos of the ship itself and just see what this area looks like here. If I can zoom in, this area over here, as you can see, it's very white and plain. I don't like the way that looks. I think there should be some more color there, so I'm going to take a look there and maybe just do some paint work there. Anyway guys, when I come back, we'll be finishing off the ship. Then after that, I will take all the Enterprises and line them all up together, and we can take one last flyby, so to speak, and see all of them. Anyway guys, that's it for now. I've still got some touch-ups to do on the other Enterprises before we get to that point. But the series is basically almost done. Be back now. Okay guys, now we're going to put on these little gadgets here. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how they got to go. Okay, it looks like that way. Brush. Okay guys, that's one's basically in place. I'm going to do the other one now off camera because this is taking a bit long. Get back now. Okay guys, this next part is pretty simple. And that is basically it. Get this nicely lined up so you're happy with it. Ship likes to there goes the camera. The ship wants to move around on its axis. Okay guys, there we go, the registration number's in place. Now this one's just going to go onto the other side. If I can maneuver this without blocking the camera. It's got to go onto that side. Okay guys, oops, that's got out of shot. Both sides are done now. Just zoom out. I've still got these two to do, yeah. And then these gauges over here. But I'll talk about them now. So let me quickly do this side and I'll be back now. Okay guys. The next ones that's got to go on is these decals over here. If the camera will focus. Now, written in between the two red lines is supposed to be from this side to that side. Starship USS Enterprise, United Federation of Planets. So starting on this side. Starting here, Starship USS Enterprise, United Federation of Planets. This one unfortunately says Starship USS Enterprise, United Federation of Planets. So what they've gone and done is they've taken this decal, flipped it around and printed it here without changing the words. It's not that serious, you can't see it, but come on, they could really do a better job than that. Flip the thing around, at least put the words the right way around. So I discovered that is a big mess up. This one here is just a copy of this one here, inverted. So the writing on this one is back to front. You have to use a mirror to be able to read it. Anyway guys, that's just one little thing I wanted to point out. So these are the two next ones. The last of the decals, there's 4 to go. That one will come in here and the other one here, and then these two, which is the correct way around, will go here and here. Okay guys, I just got to let that sit for about 30 seconds. A pretty good decal set, they did a very good job. And just a couple little things which I have noticed, like up here on these phaser banks on the top here, they didn't include the dark coloring like the phaser banks around the saucer section here. They didn't include that. So yeah, I've got to try going with some paint and just paint that, otherwise those phaser banks don't look like they exist. These small ones on the side here, those ones are fine. These ones are fine. But these two little ones here aren't there. Okay, that should be long enough for my back to front insignia. And that's got to go into over there. Okay. Okay guys, that's in place. I'm now going to do the last 3. When I come back, the ship will be basically done. Be back now. Okay guys, there's the Enterprise basically completed. Every single decal there was is on the ship. This section here, I wish they made that one solid decal, this one decal on each side, and then this piece with the warp nacelles, multiple decals or one big decal, because there could have been more color over there. This piece here, I still say that there's color missing. There should have been a decal for there as well. Other than that, it turned out pretty well. It's just the decals, I think it's this side out and that one there. As I said, the Starship USS Enterprise is written backwards, so you'd need physically a mirror to read it if you wanted to read that, even though it's small. These ones on this side are fine, but that one and that one, this one is basically a mirror image of that decal over there, so it is a bit of a problem if you wanted to read the words. Not too serious, but I like to think that if you're going to do something, do it at least right. Have the writing the correct way. It's not that serious, but it's just who I am. Other than that, the ship's turned out pretty good. I did, as I say, make some little mistakes with the windows. These windows are scraped off over here, and some of them are wiped off with some thinners. They came out pretty good, but these ones were scraped. As you can see, there's a little bit of a grayish color around them. Okay, maybe you can't see them from there. Can try sort that out, but it's not that serious. I'm pretty happy with the ship, the way it's come out. These warp nacelles are slightly crooked. That one's like that, and that one's slightly up like that. You'd have to physically warm up this plastic section here and bend it down, but I'm not too bothered about that. With the scale, I don't expect it to be perfect. Anyway guys, that's the ship for now. When I come back, I will have sorted out this section here. I think I might put some paint on the big shuttle door and do something here. When I come back, I'll have all the Enterprises, well, clear coated, because there's some of them I haven't clear coated yet, like the Enterprise D, because I'm not quite finished with it. And when I come back, I will have done all the final detailing on the ship, which I still want to do on one or two of the others, and then everything will be done. So guys, if you don't have this microsole or something similar, I suggest you get this. This does help make the decals lay nicer. The one I was using in the other Enterprise builds, the little square big bottle with the yellow strip on, I preferred that to this microsole, but it does work pretty good. So anyway guys, I'm going to stop babbling now, and I'll see you now with all the Enterprises lined up and completed. I might even throw the Nebula class starship in as well, just for the fun of it. See you now guys, be back now. Well guys, that's where we started with the Enterprise NX-01. Then we went over to the TOS refit. Then we went, sorry, not the TOS refit, the TOS Enterprise. Then it was the refit. Then it was the Enterprise B,
followed by the C, D, and then finally the E. And of course, in between building those ships, I did this mod on an old Enterprise D which was damaged, and I converted it into a Nebula class starship. So there we go, guys, all 7 ships done. I don't know why my camera doesn't want to focus. There we go. So there we go, guys, that's all 7 ships all completed. The only one that I wish I had will be the one that goes between these 2 ships. It looks basically identical to that one, of course, except it is the A. So you go refit B, but the A is missing. That's the only thing that would have completed this particular set and made it perfect, was if they had an Enterprise A. This would have been much nicer as an 8 set, but unfortunately they left the A out and just gave you the refit. But I'm still very happy with the way it turned out, despite the little bits of setbacks on that particular ship. There, the E, everything turned out pretty good, and I'm fairly happy with it. Anyway, guys, I'm not sure what I'm going to build next, but I'll be back now. Okay, guys, that's it. I apologize if the camera moves a bit. I'm just doing the finishing off of this build, so I didn't bother with the tripod. So guys, I hope you enjoyed all 7 ships plus my little Enterprise D to Nebula class conversion which I showed you. And I hope you all guys enjoyed each and every video. Thanks to everybody that left a comment. I appreciate it, and everybody gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate that too. And all I can say next is I hope whatever model you're building, whether it's a plastic model or a wood model, I hope you're enjoying it and having lots of success. And happy modeling, live long and prosperous, and cheers. See you guys around in the next video. Enjoy whatever it is you're building. See you guys around, and girls. Cheers.